back on them streets, gotta make some head. After serving the news.
Made in heaven. Eyes over heaven. Biscuits from heaven. It's your boy, back to another video, and one I've been waiting to do for an incredible amount of time. What we have here is a series of confirmations, leaks, and just discussion. So obviously, the leaks are useless at this point. This was a leaked V-Jump link, I believe, from yesterday. Basically yesterday. So what you had here was Jotaro and Dio officially being revealed to people who read the magazine. And the translation here, Jotaro and Dio from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure to Stardust Crusaders join Jump Force. Use the power of the Stand Master and their stands, Star Platinum and the world. Speed and time duke it out in the fight, which will prevail. So here we have the models. Obviously, someone took a picture of this, so you know it is what it is. But this was our first look at how it's to be set up, and Star Platinum looks pretty great. Jotaro looks good. I would suggest that Dio. Well, you'll see in a second. Dio, I don't know about that, but the world looks good too. Zawardo looks pretty good. And hey, even put Dio in all caps to respect the OG. And I have a theory, or not even a theory, but maybe a guess of what could come next after this. But I'll let it breathe. So we go from that to this. This is official Bandai Namco confirmation. Yari Yari Daze, good respect there by the boys. And we have the screens. Basically, these are about pretty much taken from the magazine. You can see here this. I believe these two are also just pretty much high-res screen images. So we'll go back to this one. So we have what appears to be an uppercut. I assume this is a combo, maybe. This could be a move, but I think this. I assume this is the end of a combo with Star Platinum uppercutting. You can't make that model, but it appears to be. I don't know the name of them, but I think I may know who that is. Anyway, the model looks great. Beefy, you know, that's what you want to get out of that. This, I'm gonna assume this is one of the hits in Aura. The way Jotaro is standing, the way the punching kind of motion is, I'm assuming this is either the start or the middle of Aura, which presumably is one of his combos. If you saw my older video, I went over some of my guesses for what the combos could be based off of the last JoJo's Eyes Over Heaven that came out a while back. Or Eyes of Heaven, whichever one. Eyes of Heaven, who cares? And this is definitely like the beginning of Aura. A lot of Jotaro love in this, I noticed. Jotaro is the biggest character from this series, so it makes sense. But even the advertisement back when it came out last week, I believe, maybe 2 weeks ago, that had Jotaro in it. Although that was nothing but Hero, so that makes sense that Hero was in it, not Dio. But we get back to this, and I feel like this is going to be like the most, even before this came, you knew Jotaro was going to be in this somehow. But a lot of people wonder what Dio would get, how Dio would look, maybe the versions of Dio that could also be in there. But obviously, you know, you get part 3 Jotaro, you should get part 3 Dio, and so we did. And, I don't know. See, before I started recording, I read this right here, and I thought this dude was being like a little bit of a baby originally. Like, you know, this is our first day we finally get him, and he was kind of being a crybaby, but if you really look at this, I mean, does that look like Dio to you? Alright, let's try something real quick. Dio Part 3. I'm not even gonna type in the like post Jonathan or post Joseph blood absorption because that's obviously that's not the Dio we're gonna get. We may get an alternate uniform with Dio, but we're not gonna get that Dio at the jump. This one right here with the where's he at? That Dio right here. We're not gonna get this Dio. We may get an alternate uniform later, but not right now. See, even if you look at what's a good here, we'll go with this one. It's not the best shot, but we'll go with this one. Excuse my computer lagging right now. OBS is just dragging me down a hill. If you look at this, and then you look at that, and then if you look at this, I feel like the body type works, the hands, they work, the hair works, but like, the face looks like a confused like 15-year-old half white half Asian kid. I mean, I really just don't know what to say about it. Like that's a very weird face. The Rotorola looks pretty old. I guess that's what you're going for, pretty old to like match the age of Rotorola, the actual Road Roller. Let's see what we can get. So I type in R, it should automatically correct to Rotorola. I don't know, man. I feel like Jotaro, they got Jotaro down pat. I think the Rotorola matches what I would presume this would look like in like a hyper realistic sense. Although hyper realistic may be a stretch with the pixels of this thing, but I don't know, man. And we got a little bit of Reddit feedback. I'm not sure there's like the most active Reddit thread about this subject, but this is the one I found. Dio's face, laughing emoji. Dio's face doesn't look right, like he was kind of in the game, so I'm trying to recreate the CAC options. Hey, that's it might be pretty verbatim. Like, if you think about this, Dio is one of the worst models. This doesn't look like a created character. If you compare that to, hold up. If you compare that to this, now obviously this is a still from the middle of, an ultimate attack. Well, this is a little bit of a high res shot. I feel like it. I don't know, man. I don't know. I just don't feel like they gave his model due justice. But here's how I think they could, regulate that. Here's my assumption and my guess. So, and this is my foundation to this assumption is that we still don't have Madara, who's the villain I was looking for the most besides Dio and Aizen. We don't have Madara, who is obviously a money grabber, money seller. I presume they're going to lock certain characters behind DLC, like Jiren, Madara, Ukliora, Grimjow, just off the top of my head, the guy's going to be the main villain in the next My Hero Academia season. God, what's his name? Overhaul. Overhaul is going to probably be a DLC guy. That's off the top of my head. They're going to have a lot of not cash grab guys, but guys that are going to sell DLC. Broly could probably be DLC. And I believe that Part 1 Dio and Jonathan are going to be DLC. The only thing about having anybody else from JoJo's DLC is that you usually have to pair a hero with a villain. And you do have good heroes. You have Giorno who could sell. You have Josuke who could sell. And you have Johnny. You don't have Johnny. That's not an option. You have Joseph who could sell. But the rest of the villains, I think the best villain is Yoshikage. I don't know how well Japan likes Yoshikage, because this is going to be Japan focused, by the way. This is Japan through and through. Who gets picked and who doesn't. Best villains JoJo ranked. I I would presume that the next off after Dio in terms of villains would be Yoshikage, Pucci, Cars. No, put Cars behind Pucci, just because Pucci is basically Dio spawn. Pucci, Cars, Pucci, and then no matter of fact, put Funny Valentine behind Pucci too. Pucci is a great stand that could work, but they're going to have time in there, so it's kind of like why do you need 3 time stands? Assuming that Part Four Jotaro also makes an appearance, maybe at least as like an alternate, and he has the power over time. I actually assumed that the main Jotaro will have control over time because if you really think about it for a second, if you think about the move sets, and this is when I'm close out the move sets, you got for Jotaro or okay, obviously probably maybe Starfinger special move Starfinger or and where do you go from there? Like I've heard some suggestions, the breath, uh, certain uppercuts he used, malleability, this and that and this. I There's nothing that really matches up. Like you have like Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, you have uh the guy from the Fist of the North Star, his move sets. You have Zoro. Like there's some cool moves here. Jotaro doesn't have that much diversity. So you can't just have his ultimate be like a basic stand rush. They gotta give Jotaro time stop in some capacity. I know Dio's gonna have time stop. I think you gotta give Jotaro time stop too. Just let it be like him teleporting in quotations, teleporting behind the opponent and then doing him like he did Josuke. But that's my last remarks. I'm very happy we finally got the boys. I think even with Dio's terrible model, his moveset should still be good. Probably gonna be a knives attack. Probably gonna be a Muda Muda rush. And then maybe he. I don't know if they want to use any part one moves. Obviously, they do that. There's a lot of influence. Maybe like laser or something like that you could do too. There's a lot of things you could do with Dio. I think my main, as far as villains will go, my main three would right now, based off of what I like, probably be Aizen, Dio, and I mean, it was OP. Those One Piece characters pretty OP. I may go with them, but we'll see. Uh, maybe use Kaguya. I think he has like dimensional powers in this game. So maybe Kaguya until Madara makes it in. It's got to be Madara, of course. But let me know what y'all 3 teams lineups are looking like right now. Let me know how you feel about the models, and let me know your assumptions for more JoJo characters. There's going to be more JoJo characters. Don't worry about that. But just let me know who y'all think will make it.